this does have a big outcome on the ACC, I do believe, because Clemson has kind of snuck into that, in my thought process, a team that can definitely go to the ACC championship game and challenge Miami. Miami's not going to play Clemson during the regular season, so we would have to wait till Charlotte to get that matchup. But look, Clemson, the defensive line and front seven is very solid. NC State's going to have a really hard time with that, Mason. This offensive line hasn't looked good. Grayson McCall goes out injured this past week. We're going to know more from Dave Doran on Monday whether or not he's going to be able to go in this one. But I'm going to just be honest with you. C.J. Bailey, the backup, I like his arm better than Grayson McCall. Now, Grayson McCall has just kind of fell flat on his face since he got to NC State. And, the guy's been injured a million times. There's been a lot of people who said, man, this guy just needs to medically retire, just be done with this. Who knows? He might. That's what happened last year. He got hit, he got carted off the field, and he never played again the rest of the season. And he went in the transfer portal last year for Coastal Carolina. So who knows? Maybe that's the situation here. We don't know. Dave Doran said he's not even going to comment on it right this second. So tune in Monday, press conference for NC State, and you hear out more, I guess, about who's playing quarterback. C.J. Bailey made some freshman mistakes. They win 30-20 over Louisiana Tech last week. Not impressive at all. Trailed 17-6 at halftime. Yeah. So the NC State defense was supposed to be a hallmark of this team. They're allowing 30.7 points per game, and I understand Tennessee's a lot of that, but it just hasn't. They're averaging less points on offense than they're giving up on defense per game, and that is the recipe for a very, very disappointing season, and I think that's what NC State's headed for. You got anything on this one?
Well, I mean, I think at this point, just run with C.J. Bailey. I love his skill traits. I love what he's able to do with his legs. Super long, 6'6", 6'7", runs like a freaking gazelle. And he's got a lot of attributes I think that are desirable in today's game of college football at the quarterback position. So I think we know what we've got in Grayson McCall, and you don't have – this isn't the team to go win the ACC even, let alone, win a college football championship or anything like that. I know it's not always about that, but to get better, to build for next year, let the freshmen make some mistakes. Let them make some mistakes. Let them play in some big games, big environments at Death Valley, at Clemson. I mean – I feel like you've got something pretty special in the skill sets that C.J. Bailey possesses. I think you just need to shake Grayson McCall's hand and say, "Look, we tried, but I think this might be the last year for you. Let's kind of get you a headset. Let's get you a clipboard, and we'll kind of turn the page on your career and move you into a coach, grad assistant and all that." He's not an NFL guy, so at this point, I would like to see, as an NC State fan, I would like to see C.J. Bailey come out, get better this year. Kind of, I don't want to say hang it up and play for next year. It's not that type of situation, but let the freshmen get in and make some plays, potentially. Maybe win you a football game that you're not supposed to win. Maybe beat Clemson. You never know. But I think at this point, I would prefer to see C.J. Bailey.
Yeah, I think this Clemson defense is about to eat on this one. Honestly, I think they're going to have a really nice game. The question for me is Kevin Concepcion, and everybody keeps calling him KC Concepcion. That would be like saying Kevin Concepcion. Okay, so it's KC.
Yeah.
It's KC, and that's it. Or Kevin Concepcion. That's it. But 199 yards so far this year, 3 touchdowns. I look for him to have a big game. The Georgia wide receivers had a really nice second half against this Clemson secondary last year. At the beginning of the season. It feels like a year ago already. But I expect KC to have a really good game. C.J. Bailey, I expect him to come out and probably make some freshman mistakes against this defense that's going to be in his face behind an offensive line that I don't like. Roll him out. You're going to have to roll him out this game. He looks like he throws pretty good on the run. Roll his ass out. Don't let him sit in that pocket or he's going to get ate up, and you might ruin the mentality of a freshman going there to Death Valley and letting him sit there like a duck on a pond just waiting to get eaten by a tiger.